Antarctica is Earth's southernmost and largest desert continent, known for being the coldest, driest, highest and windiest of all continents, and is covered almost entirely in ice. It houses no permanent residents but hosts about 70 international research stations and is home to unique wildlife like penguins, with its size expanding in winter due to encroaching sea ice. Continent: Antarctica is one of the world's 7 continents and the 5th largest. Ice coverage: an enormous ice sheet covers about 98% of the continent, containing most of the world's fresh water. Climate: it's the coldest, driest, highest and windiest continent, with the interior receiving very little precipitation, classifying it as a polar desert. Seasonal variation: the continent's size expands significantly during winter as sea ice grows around the coast. Wildlife: marine life: the continent's isolated terrain supports rich ecosystems and unique wildlife, including numerous species of penguins and other marine life. No terrestrial mammals: Antarctica is the only continent with no native terrestrial mammals. Human presence and governance. Research: Antarctica is a global center for scientific research, with approximately 70 research stations representing various countries. Tourism: it is becoming a popular tourist destination, with many cruises visiting the Antarctic Peninsula. Antarctic Treaty: an international treaty signed in 1959 established that no country can claim Antarctica as its territory, and it is managed for peaceful purposes. Antarctica is Earth's southernmost continent, a frozen wilderness that is the coldest, driest and windiest place on the planet. Governed by the 1959 Antarctic Treaty, it is designated as a natural reserve for peace and science. A continent of ice: roughly 98% of Antarctica is covered by the Antarctic ice sheet, which holds 90% of the world's ice and 70% of its freshwater. If this ice were to melt, global sea levels would rise by about 60 meters, 200 feet. Highest average elevation: with an average elevation of 2,200 meters, 7,200 feet, Antarctica is the highest continent. Extreme temperatures: the coldest temperature ever recorded on Earth, 89.2 degrees C, 128, 6 degrees F, was measured at Vostok Station in Antarctica in 1983. 2 seasons: the continent experiences a polar summer with 24-hour daylight and a winter of near-total darkness. Wildlife and biodiversity: the coastal and marine environments of Antarctica support unique life forms, though there are no native human populations. Penguins: the continent is famously known for its large penguin population, with roughly 5 million penguins. Marine animals: other species include seals, whales and krill, which is a major food source. Minimal vegetation: where vegetation exists, it is typically in the form of lichen or moss. Governance and activity. Antarctic Treaty System: signed by 12 countries in 1959, the treaty has since expanded to include 58 nations. It forbids military activity, mining and nuclear waste disposal. Scientific research: dozens of countries operate year-round research stations, including the US McMurdo Station, the largest on the continent. Scientists study a range of topics, including climate change and life in extreme conditions. Tourism: an increasing number of tourists visit the continent, primarily during the Southern Hemisphere's summer, late October to March. Expeditions offer activities like exploring icebergs, watching whales and visiting penguin colonies. Human history. First sightings: the continent's ice shelves were likely first spotted during a Russian expedition in 1820. First to the pole: Norwegian explorer Roald Amundsen was the first to reach the geographic South Pole in 1911. Early exploration: early 20th century expeditions were primarily for scientific purposes, a tradition that continues today. Antarctica has several tourist attractions, including wildlife, stunning natural landscapes like glaciers and icebergs, historic research stations, and unique geographic features. Popular attractions include the Antarctic Peninsula, which offers excellent opportunities to see wildlife like penguins, seals and whales, the historic Port Lockroy, home to the southernmost post office, and the picturesque Lemaya Channel, a narrow strait known as Kodak Alley for its incredible scenery. Natural wonders and landscapes. Icebergs and glaciers. Antarctica is famous for its immense and sculpted ice formations, which can be explored via Zodiac cruises. Paradise Bay, a stunning area on the Antarctic peninsula, known for its scenic beauty and wildlife, particularly minke whales and humpback whales. Lemaya Channel, a breathtakingly beautiful narrow strait between the Antarctic peninsula and Booth Island, often called Kodak Alley for its photographic potential. Volcanic islands. Sites like Deception Island in the South Shetland Islands feature volcanic landscapes and black sand beaches. Wildlife encounters. Penguin rookeries. You can observe large colonies of various penguin species, including Gentoo, chinstrap and Adelie penguins, especially on islands like Cuvieville Island and Petermann Island. Marine life. Other marine attractions include seals, leopard, Weddell, craybaiter and whales, minke, humpback, orca. Bird watching. The skies and waters around Antarctica are home to various seabirds, making it a birder's paradise. Historic and man-made sites. Port Lockroy. Visit this historic British base, which now serves as a museum and the world's southernmost post office. Research stations. Several research stations, both active and historic, like Vernadsky Research Station, can be found, offering insights into human presence and history in Antarctica. Sir Ernest Shackleton's grave, a poignant monument located on Grytviken in South Georgia,